The more I looked into Dylan, I was like, wait, I think he actually sucks.
We're living together. They had a cute bulldog. It did come crashing and burning pretty quickly though when Dana posted this on her story saying that Dylan Sprouse cheated on her.
So he cheated.
Dylan Sprouse cheated on Barbara Palvin.
Miss Palvin, one more time.
Barbara arrived solo at the Cannes Film Festival while Dylan is in Indianapolis.
There were posters placed on street poles in New York City. Dylan Sprouse ruined my life.
The Sweet Life of Zack and Cody stars Cole and Dylan Sprouse are all grown up, and now that they are adults, there are consequences for their actions. Dylan, in particular, has a pattern of cheating on all of his partners, and after cheating on his wife, he's being labeled a serial cheater. So let's get into it. Most of us grew up with Cole and Dylan Sprouse from The Sweet Life of Zack and Cody on the Disney Channel. And even though these guys have done pretty good for child stars, there's still drama. And I'm sorry, Dylan, but I'm gonna have to focus on you because currently I've seen a bunch of rumors and postings online about Dylan Sprouse cheating on his girlfriend. Now you guys know how we feel about cheaters on this channel, and when you are a celebrity and you've got all of those eyes on you, it's even worse when we find out. His girlfriend deleted all traces of him on her Instagram and posted a picture of her crying on her Instagram story, writing, "When you find out your BF cheated on you." Now, he was dating Dana Frazier at the time. This is back in 2017, but the pattern still continues, and I want to show you guys how this pattern has evolved with Dylan. This person tweeted, "Dylan cheated on Dana Frazier? Love isn't real." One person added, "Yep, and her roommate was Bree Morgan, who was dating Cole at the same time. She got cheated on by him shortly before this." Another person added, "Yeah, for a while they lived together with a couple of other girls in New York City. I remember Bree would talk about them on her Tumblr." Another person added that both Dylan and Cole are known to cheat on their girlfriends. It's gross.
She is like stupidly gorgeous. She's obviously a model. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe they dated from 2014 to 2017. They were just like this cool hipster Brooklyn couple. They were living together. They had a cute bulldog. Don't ask me why I know all this.
So at the time, Dylan Sprouse was getting a lot of heat online because she posted a picture of herself crying on her page. It must be bad. Dylan went to Twitter to clear the air. Kind of. He didn't deny the accusations of cheating. He said, "By adhering to an assumption based on limited information, you neglect the complicated nature of this issue." Which, let's be real, sounds like him trying to say, "Yeah, I totally did it, but I'm not the bad guy." He continues by tweeting out, "The truth always has two sides, and those sides have motivations. These motivations, despite how cloudy they currently seem, are private." Of course, it's always the people who do the bad things that want everything to be private.
In my opinion, basically outed himself by saying this. So he cheated. He cheated. Like, to me, it's just, if anybody, just imagine if your ex came out and was like, "He cheated on me," and you had never cheated on them. You would go, "No, I didn't." This fluffy gobbledygook is something, like, honestly, I truly think Ariana Grande is looking at this now with Ethan Slater and she's like, "That's really good. Like, I should have done that." And unfortunately, the more I looked into Dylan, I was like, wait, I think he actually sucks. And I know that we all thought that Cole was the evil one, but there's all of these like weird quotes, not only the cheating response, but also he has this like track record of getting really annoyed when child stars will speak out about their bad former experiences, all the way like 10 years ago when Joe Jonas was doing it, up until this year, like a couple months ago, where he said that the kids on Quiet on Set were being very like bratty, and he finds it super annoying when people talk about their past bad experiences.
So of course things did not work out with Dana, but he moved on and he met Barbara Palvin. World-renowned model Barbara, who married Dylan Sprouse with a magnificent wedding, was shaken by betrayal before she could celebrate their anniversary. Rumors of the actor cheating on Barbara with a 17-year-old content creator were in the media. Oh no, Dylan. Okay, so it looks like they were in a relationship for about 5 years, and they had a ceremony held in a small village in Budapest. Very LA of them. It was alleged that Dylan cheated on his model wife to be with a 17-year-old, a creator who goes by Go and Sip With Us. The young woman, whose name was not disclosed, produces content under the Go and Sip With Us name. Barbara removed Sprouse from her last name on social media, and Barbara posted a video with her husband after the allegations, but did not add any caption. Actor Dylan had previously cheated and ended his relationship with Dana Frazier, so what makes Barbara any different? I mean, once a cheater, always a cheater. Let me put this on you real quick, because if you have been seriously injured, your injury could be worth millions. That is why you need the right representation to take care of your case. And I'm talking about Morgan & Morgan. They are America's largest injury law firm, and they're not here for the small checks. Their team gets serious results. Over the past few months, they've won millions for their clients involved in life-altering car crashes, like $12 million for a client in Florida and another $26 million for someone in Philly. That is dozens of times higher than what insurance companies tried to pay. And this isn't some old school injury law firm buried in paperwork. You could literally start your claim online within minutes using your smartphone. It's free to sign up, and you don't have to pay anything unless they win your case. No catch, no retainer, no upfront. If you've been involved in a serious accident, don't try to just go and tough it out. You could be walking away from life-changing money. One click could change everything. You could check out my link in the description below, forthepeople.com/Sloan, or you can scan the QR code on the screen to go and start your claim today with Morgan & Morgan. Thank you to Morgan & Morgan for sponsoring this video, and enjoy. Now you guys know we love blind items on this channel. If you are not watching Blind Item Breakdown every Thursday, please go and check it out. This blind item reads, while the significant other is away, the twin actor will play a lot, which was about Dylan and Barbara. And you know what? Whether you like blind items or not, a lot of them end up coming true. This comment reads, I don't believe this one. I refuse. Another person commented, I think this is the second time I've seen something about him cheating. Maggie commented, when he visited my university, he was heavily flirting with girls here. Marina writes, it's always the wife, guys. And Alicia writes, I mean, he did cheat on his last girlfriend. On TikTok, this person writes, well, he cheated on Dana Fraser, so I believe it. Another comment reads, all I can think about is that video where she's like, it's Miss Sprouse. And then finally, oh my gosh, I refuse to believe this. Naya writes, don't you dare. Nefarious writes, not after she was like, that's Miss Sprouse to you. Destiny writes, this can't be true. And then finally, you're joking, the Barbara Palvin?
And Miss Palvin, one more time.
Barbara and Mrs. Sprouse.
You tell him, baby.
And you know what? Barbara is such a catch. I think that's why everyone's so confused. At like, at that point, it's not like it's like almost like you can't help it. Like, you've already got the best. How are you gonna go to a university or go to a 17-year-old and even try to entertain that?
Did anyone else see this? I don't believe it. There's this blind item going around saying that Dylan Sprouse cheated on Barbara Palvin. I did my research. I've looked everywhere. I looked at all the news outlets. I looked at all the media outlets. And it seems like this is the only place that it's been posted. There's not even really Reddit threads on it. I feel like when celebrities show up to a red carpet event solo, I feel like a lot of times people think that they either broke up or something bad happened. And Barbara arrived solo at the Cannes Film Festival while Dylan is in Indianapolis. Super, super random. I just don't believe it. Although I did have this same response when I saw the Sophie Turner, Joe Jonas rumors. Some fans are speculating because Dylan Sprouse cheated on his previous girlfriend. Some people say once a cheater, always a cheater, which I also believe. But do you see that? Like, they're so in love. Also, Barbara kind of looks like his ex-girlfriend. If someone just made this up for clout, that's super fucked up too, to also accuse him of cheating on his wife and also with an underage girl. So that's really fucked. But if it's true, that's also super fucked. Neither one of them have commented on it, but I really don't believe it's true, but who knows?
Now, here's an interesting article that completely slipped my radar last year. I don't remember seeing this at all. Dylan Sprouse ruined my life. Actor's phone number allegedly leaked in New York Street poster. Now, there's a Reddit posting where there's this picture that was plastered in New York City that says, Dylan Sprouse ruined my life, so here's his phone number, have fun. Some individuals who called the number reported that the voicemail sounded like Dylan's voice. However, there's speculation about whether it was a social experiment, prank, or marketing stunt. But the incident follows earlier cheating allegations against Dylan, where he was rumored to cheat on his wife Barbara with an influencer. Here's a podcaster talking a little bit more about these posters that just appeared in New York City.
So you may have seen this online this weekend. There were posters placed on street poles in New York City that had a picture of Dylan Sprouse, which, if you don't know him, he's from The Sweet Life of Zach and Cody. That's what he's most known for.
Yeah.
It had a message that said, Dylan Sprouse ruined my life, so here's his number, have fun. And there was a phone number attached.
I had seen this on Twitter and TikTok, and I was like, what did this man do?
Same. I thought he was in a serious relationship, so I was kind of confused what was going on.
He's married now, I think.
I think he might be, yeah. Well, it turns out it's actually marketing for his new movie, The Duel.
Oh.
So someone had texted the number and they said, why did you ruin their life? And there was like an immediate bounce back text message that came through. And it said, if you're going to keep bugging me, at least watch my new movie, The Duel, this weekend.
Okay, so it was fully just for publicity of
Yes.
like, let's get this automated text to let people know that I have a movie out.
And I'm wondering, because I was looking into like the plot of this movie, and it's about two guys who are best friends, and one of them like has an affair with the other guy's girlfriend.
Yeah.
So I'm wondering if the character that Dylan Sprouse plays is the one that ruins the other guy's life.
And then the
that's-
other guy is the one that put the sign
Exactly.
up,
That's what I'm
quote,
thinking.
unquote.
Now, if it is a marketing thing, I don't think it's a great approach, because why would you want to be known for ruining someone's life? Like, actually, it reminds me, yesterday I was at the Grove in LA, and I was with my boyfriend, and we saw this woman who had like a fully like black outfit on, like her face was covered too, and she had a t-shirt that said like, white supremacists like LAPD has been stalking me since 2020 on her shirt, and she just walked around with like a suitcase, and it was really creepy. Just wanted to, has anyone seen that at the Grove before? Comment below, LA locals. To give you guys a little bit more context about Dylan, it seems like he has a tendency of moving very fast in relationships. Actually, back in 2010, he briefly dated an actress, Kathleen Hurls, but the rumors were never confirmed. There's also speculation that Kathleen also dated Cole, which is a little bit odd. She had both of the Sprouse twins. Go Kathleen. Dylan also dated Kara Crane for a few months. The former couple met on the set of The Sweet Life of Zack and Cody after she made a guest appearance. In the summer of 2018, Barbara came into the picture, and it was known that they dated secretly at first. Once the model admitted that she was acquainted with Dylan, she knew she wanted to have a relationship with him. They claimed that he actually sent her a direct message on Instagram. When she answered, they started communication that day. But interesting that he reached out on Instagram. I wonder if that's how he like goes and reaches other women as well.
It was our first date in China, and the first kiss, it was that because it was already like what, like 3 a.m. and I had to take control, okay, because he wouldn't kiss me, and we've been texting for like 4 months.
I thought
Are you gonna kiss me or what?
Yeah, the Hungarian way. I loved it.
It also is so weird. Like, are there girls out there that are like, oh my god, I want to get with the Sweet Life of Zack and Cody guy? Like, to me, that's so odd, because he was famous as a kid, and like, to me, a little bit relevant nowadays, you know? I'm sorry to admit it, but you know, he did his work, he did his time, he could just chill. I love when like a child star just chills. But Dylan, bad boy, you shouldn't be doing that, especially Barbara. She seems like so proud to be your wife. I just don't like that kind of behavior. But I want to hear what you guys think in the comments below. Thank you for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in a new one soon. Bye, guys.